Okay. Well, in theory, everything should be back. See, the last time we were doing this, we were drying out a whole bunch of bricks. We just finished off our kiln building, sort of. Our kiln building made of bricks that looked quite a bit like poop. So, let's see. I believe I actually did not end up staying on the world to go and let it all smelt through. So let's double check on our chests here. Yeah, it looks like we still got a few left to go, but we are done using them for this. This is our lovely kiln room. It's got a chimney that kind of goes out into the middle of nowhere. We tried to make a chisel and bits chisel, but honestly, I couldn't figure it out, so we kind of just let it lie. So the next thing we were going to move on to was blood magic. So we need the Necronomicon to go and sort of do that. That is kind of the basis for most of the blood magic rituals. It'll also use actual blood in this blood altar, and that'll be received by hurting ourselves near it. But that will be something that we have to work up to, because I believe to get the blood altar, there it is, we need some demonic will. And the way that you get this is that we have to get a snare first and smack a hostile mob with it. And I think it has to be a hostile mob. And let's just, oops, look that up. And that'll be used, that'll be made by using tin ash, which we've actually been picking up, though I don't know if it's the same kind of ash, and some string. So let me check if this ash is compatible. This is Primal Core Ash. Let's open this up on a crafting bench. Yeah, it doesn't look like it actually counts. So I'll throw that ash back in. Let's see how we make this ash. It looks like we need to smelt down wood on a grill or in a furnace specifically. I'll stick with the grill because it is free in terms of fuel. So we'll just grab some wood, anything, I think, really. As long as it's some sort of log. We don't have any logs in here. Do we have any logs remaining? We do. I think we'll take 4. We actually do need to replant our forest that we kind of tore up. Oh, and the sun's going down. But I'll throw this into the furnace, or into the grill, rather, to burn up overnight. We have put logs in the kiln before, but that actually makes charcoal instead. So we just want to stick it on the grill instead. And that should get us what we need. So, let's see how we only got one left. Sweet. What else do we need for this? We needed tin ingots. We have some left over, I think. I don't think we used all of them to make bronze. I think it'll be in this chest somewhere. Yeah, we've got 3, but since we'll need 4 for each one of these, and I want to make at least a stack, which I believe they stack up to 16, we're going to have to get some more of that put in. Now let's see where our tin ore went. Here it is. Let's see, so the tin clusters. Shoot, what is the process of actually making these? Do we need let's see. So if we put 13 in plus the 3, that makes 16. I think this just turns straight into, yes, molten tin with our smelter. So we don't actually need to process these in any way, as long as we stick them in here. We've got charcoal pieces still, and the fuel is just staying there. That's actually nice. I wasn't 100% sure. Oops. Uh-oh. We have accidentally made a problem for ourselves. Stick that in there. Shoot, we're gonna have to modify the design here a little bit if we want that chest to function. Or I don't think it's a barrel. Is it a crate? Yeah, I think it's a crate. Crates work the same way as chests. They just don't have the restriction of having something over them to open up. So I think I might do that. I think any planks, any sticks, and a chest in the center. So we'll let that smelt. What the heck, we'll take the chest as well. Did that steal the chest? I don't know if that has an inventory. I don't think it did. So we'll run back over here to make that crate out of this chest. Do we have 6? Shoot. There they are. Like so. That's a new one. But not what we're looking for right now. Yes, 2 crates. It doesn't really matter about the spacing right now, because we don't particularly need it to be big, since we'll just be throwing clusters of whatever we happen to need at the time in there. Do we have any spare sandstone around? Actually, you know what? Oh, that... Okay, apparently we did not have sandstone, but that also took away our tin clusters. I think we have 3 in there, so should be 10? Yes. All right, so now we can throw the crate back up. It should interact with the hopper, I'm hoping. And I've also put the brick that I used to cover that. So I'll have to go sort that out. Oh no, this is actually exactly the same size as the chest. I wonder why it's so much cheaper. Let's see here. We'll go dump this in the house. Dang, we should have used these instead of the abyssal chests over there. Though I guess it's the approximately the same amount of resource to build either one. Respect for commenting the game, even if you have no viewer. I'm not sure what that means. I assume you're playing the game. But yeah, no, I just enjoy playing the game. I started streaming this mostly so I could hold myself to actually going through the pack and doing it legitimately. Because I have started it up a few times before and not gotten too far before I went, oh man, this is hard to get, and cheated my way into making things boring. So this time I've stuck with it. The only reason I have cheats on is so that I can worm myself out of a potentially glitched situation. And I basically don't play on this unless I'm streaming, which is why we have so many of these left. Actually, not so many of these left. Drying on the drying rack system over here. Okay. So we've got the ash. We've got the tin cooking. How much string do we have? We've got more fleece over here. But do we just have string proper? Doesn't look like it. So we'll take this and our work blade. Where'd it go? There it is. I swear I just saw that work blade somewhere. Man, I am super blind. There it is. We'll stick these together. We'll need 4. Yeah, 4. Put y'all back. And let's see how our tin is doing. Oh, we're actually full up here. I heard people talking about me. Oh, yeah. I have a feeling it's a experience that quite a few people are familiar with. Because it's not just tied to... Shoot, we don't have a hammer. It's not just tied to Sevtech. It's not just tied to this mod pack. I've had friends on servers. I always predict every time a server gets started up, as soon as somebody figures out how to access admin powers, I give it 2 weeks before the server dies. Because everybody's just like, well, it's just not fun if people can grab everything they need at the drop of a hat, you know? Where do we stick that extra crate? Is he in here? No, he's in here. I'm bringing that crate over there so I can leave my mallets and I suppose the engineer's hammer over there as well. Because those will be things that we need to use on machines over here. We'll take the stone mallet and mash this into some ingots. We don't have any tin left in there. We've got it pouring out here. And that leaves a single ingot in there. Shoot. Okay. So that's 18. That should be enough to stick in the corners for each of these snares. I don't know if snares are always an option. Well, actually, let's just, yeah, throw it in like so. There we go. I don't know if snares always give the demonic wills out. It may be that they only do it part of the time, and I think that's actually the case. But that should be enough to at least get what we need for the altar. As for the Necronomicon, this will require rotten flesh and the corallium flesh that we got from the Abyssal Craft biome, as well as some plant cloth, which apparently is just plant twine, which we've got lots of. And we'll need 9 of that. There's 6. And 7, 8, and 9. Ooh, shoot. Well, we have extra now. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Craft you up into the sheet. And put the spares in there, despite the fact that they look almost identical. So, if we can find our flesh, there it is. And our rotten flesh should be somewhere around here as well. That should be everything we need for that. Perfect. You go back in there, and you go back in there. I will probably take a run to the Abyssal Craft biome. And I'm going to need my piece of moss, a single piece of moss there. And that'll be a way, once we set the moss, to get to set our hunting biome to the Abyssal Craft biome, so we don't have to run an odd 2,000 blocks every time we want to go stock up on shadow gems or what else have you that comes from the Abyssal Craft biome. That'll also be a good way to prevent that from spreading over to us, though I don't think that'll be an issue considering it's so distant. But if we did somehow manage to transplant the biome closer to us, the sort of weird texturing on the ground would end up crawling onto our base, actually. And so it would just turn the blocks all kind of weirdly blue and that sort of thing, which I just don't want to deal with right now. So we're going to take a horse, because that is a way better way to get there. and go and ride to the Abyssal Craft biome. And I'm actually going to stick 8 more tin ingots there so I can craft out that last bit of tin that's currently in the smelter. And huzzah. Okay, we've only got 20 charcoal pieces left. I think I had some extra that I didn't put in because I had a full stack and then some. So considering it seems to halt the progress of maybe I didn't. But no, considering it halts the progress of our melter, it seems like the time that the coal burns for is stopped if there's nothing to smelt. We may just throw full pieces of charcoal in there again, if we have them. Which, yep, there's one. And I hope this works this way. So maybe I'll grind this up instead. Just so it can be turned into the charcoal pieces that are already in there. Who knows, by the time we get this all done, there we go. It will probably be all used up. No, it's actually not. Okay. I think this should be just enough to fill it up, please. I don't want to have to deal with excess in there. Perfect. And we'll turn you into more blocks. Or more ingots, rather. All right, did you mash it down? Yes, you did. We got the pieces again. Dump them. Whoa, 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 that's not what I wanted. Hold up. There we go. We'll put the spare in there. Apparently we've got some leftover bronze ingots we never used, which I will not complain about. But we'll store those in the chest here before we try to find our saddle, which is here somewhere. I didn't lose it, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's still on the horse? Yep, yes it is. Okay. Shoot, I need to get your lasso off. There we go. Just drop that on the ground. Then we can ride across. Hopefully the several bridges we've made will be enough to get this guy across. I can't remember if we've actually had enough bridges to cross all of the fields that we need to get across. I know there's the first one here. Oh shoot, though we shouldn't have taken it. Yep, we'll just loop back around. Because the one that gets us across the bigger river is actually on the other side. It's on this landmass that we're currently on, because there's a small land bridge that goes over there. I've also got to bring my shield. Do I have it equipped already? I do not. Where did I throw that? Did I break it? I might actually have. It's not. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we're good. I just want to make sure we have the shield in case. But it'll probably take too much time considering it's already midday, and it takes about a day's ride to get there on a horse. So I want to have my shield in case we go to doing any combat. Which wouldn't be ideal, but also wouldn't be the worst since we have our snares now. So we'll just ride past all of this near stuff. We've got our mining ore deposits on the map here. And the bridge by the Shoggoth path. Yeah, there it is. We're actually going to have to interact with those Shoggoths if we want to get everything sorted out for the blood magic, because we need totems that spawn when there are either, I think it's enough of them and enough of their like slime laying around. I think their totems spawn randomly on the slimes, the slime blocks that they sort of leave everywhere. So we've got to figure out that sort of situation. Either that, or we can kill enough of them to use their flesh to craft our own totem. And that way we won't be reliant on them on covering a whole field with their slime to get the totems to spawn. The totems will be used for Abyssal Craft rituals, I believe, to charge the Necronomicon when we... Because as you can see now, it's 5,000... I think P stands for potential energy, something like that. Maybe psychic energy. And we'll need to charge that up to do certain rituals, though I forget which ones it actually uses. Uh-oh, what have I hit? I think it ran over a dangerous flower. But for now, we'll take this piece of moss and we'll set it to that Darklands biome. Which, oops, that's not the one. Have we been out there before with the map? Maybe. It doesn't look like it. We've had the village to our east over there marked before. And I think this map actually was initially intended to ride out far enough to see the abyssal biome. But I think we were actually looking for the village that we saw up here earlier. And that was just when we were still looking for trade deals. Do I have enough to build a bridge? Yes, but only out of wood, so I'll just lasso my friend across. Don't be any sharks here. Now there's a Shoggoth cage. Or cave. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. We're just going to ride by that. Do not want to deal with them right now. We've ended up in a forest. Is this corn? It is corn. Okay. This I'll take back because I don't think we actually have any corn yet. I think we've got a few other options, but not quite corn. Which could be a good source of... oh no, it's just vegetable. Maybe it'll turn into something better, though. Okay, you are coming with me across here. There aren't any sharks. So we're doing well. Okay. And we got you across. It shouldn't be that much further up this way. I think it's just behind where this mountain biome is. Okay, and that's just a wolf. Actually, one thing that we are out here looking for while we're heading to the Abyssal Craft biome is some wild dogs. Because there is a pair of boots that significantly increases your sprint speed and your jump height, I believe. And actually, I think completely removes fall damage. But that can only be crafted using wild dog coats, I think. I haven't seen that many wild dogs. And I think the one that I didn't know about this boot at the time, so I think I turned him into leather. So we'll see if we can find any. And I don't think there's any way to attract them specifically. So we'll have to just rely on RNG and potential spawns to get them to come out that way. Come here, buddy. Sir Clip-Clop Jr. is doing excellently. He's got great speed, way better than his predecessor, who died in an unfortunate accident to a shark. But he is survived by his very hardy son, we're going to leave here. Don't wander into the water. We know you sort of have a death wish, but I think all of this reed should stop him. Okay, so picked up some feathers. I think we should be close enough in here to set the biome. Yep, there we go. It's the Darklands biome. There's our sort of failed mob grinder. well, not quite grinder, but a sort of mob killing pit. Oh, okay, that scared the crap out of me. I thought that was a piranha. But we have this set, so we can set the hunting biome to that, so we don't need to come all the way out here the next time we need more shadow gems, because we are running a little bit low at the moment. Oh, ow, sorry. Hum, hum, hum. Now we just ride back. I'm wondering whether I should sleep the night away, or... No, since I'm trying to ride back, I think I should sleep the night away. If I was going for... Where are you moonwalking to? If I was actually going for the snares, I probably would have stayed out. But I don't want to risk my horse getting viciously murdered by any number of nasty things. So I will leave him for now. Actually, that may be a good... So let's ride you off into the water. That could be a good way to, or good place to lure the Shoggoths out to, or out from, because we could get them to sort of move around this plane. I don't care about this too much in terms of the area out here, because it's far enough away from my base. And it's pretty wide open, and it's pretty flat, so we'd have plenty of room to get their slime to cover to hopefully get some totems to spawn. I know that the totems apparently have different effects. I'm not exactly sure what those effects are. But I do know that there is a singular totem that we can actually craft ourselves. You know what? We'll take care of you now. Oh. Oh, he broke me helmet. Oh, dang. Well, he gave us some animal fat and ginseng root, apparently. As well as all this other stuff. You can stop moonwalking away, sir. You were contracted for another 3 lifetimes of servitude to the company. What? Oh, that's a sheep. Okay. He was really small. I thought he was some sort of mob I hadn't seen before. Okay. So we're heading back. I think we'll eat some of the clownfish that we have left that we determined we can't make into sandwiches because only the vanilla fish can be made into sandwiches via the meat, along with a whole bunch of other assortments of meat. We might try to breed out our cattle some more, our buffalo. If only because the steak is a great source of food that we don't yet have. Oh, you gonna pick it up? There we go. Okay. I think we should almost be back. There's that one villager that sold us our antique atlas before. So we should be just across the river from where we need to go. I think our bridge should be somewhere in this direction. There's the Shoggoth cave. Are we still further out than we... Yeah, I think I'm still further out than I was thinking. Either way, we do still go this way. Yeah, there's lots of plain between us and the Abyssal Craft biome, which is the primary direction we've been exploring. Just due to the fact that we needed the Abyssal Craft wood and all that sort of stuff to progress along the critical quest path. We still do need to find a jungle, if only to clear the last achievement from this age. We'll need to have, I think, a parrot to make the eagle through the ritual, and then we need to use the eagle to make another type of whistle or something. but we haven't yet found one. We haven't done too much exploring because we've been working along the path on our way, or by our home. Oh. No fall damage. We are mantling that like a pro. Sweet. But that could be something that we do later, because I do know... Oh, there's some tin deposits here, it looks like. Sweet. Another tin ore cluster somewhere over there if we run out of our first cluster down here. I don't think we should anytime soon, luckily. It's a pretty large one, as all of the ore clusters tend to be in this mod pack. And the second reason that we needed to go to a jungle before was to get vines in order to make the hunting dimension portal. But luckily we got that with our strainer, our fisherman's strainer, I think. So that is also not an option, not an issue anymore. All right, you come back here. You're still tethered. We're good. Okay. So now that we've got this biome set, there's our vine. Let's see where our... There they are. Let's move the grave dust out so we can keep all of the creeping moss in the same place. Sort of. Move that over to here, and then we'll just sort everything back in. There we go. And the ginseng root can go over here. Oh, shoot, and we have our corn stuff as well. We'll get to planting that later. I'm not as excited since it's just more vegetable. Shoot, I also need doors for this place. What kind of doors look good on that? I wonder. Maybe... So let's turn around and take a look at it. The building kind of looks terrible just because the block is terrible, but it's plentiful and it's what we had. So that's fine. We could throw a Darklands door on it, maybe? But that's what we have on our house. I do kind of want to mix it up everywhere. Could do spruce, could do dark oak. I don't think we have either, though. We also don't have hopseed. Ooh, we could do either ironwood or olive. We need to replant the trees, but we need to do that anyway, and I think we have some saplings for that in our chest. Let's see here. Any saplings around? Nope, none here. Cedar, sakura. Shoot, did we not pick up a single olive sapling? No way that's the case. Olive or ironwood? Here they are. Okay. I think I like the ironwood door. Because that's sort of on brand with our whole furnace slash kiln slash meltery room that we've got going on over there. So let's plant a couple of these. I think 2 should be good enough to make the doors. For sure they should be good enough to make the doors. We'll let those grow while we're working on other things. So, we've got to wait for night, or I guess we could go to the hunting dimension, which I think may actually be the better solution. I do want to get a little bit of a fortification base going. So I'd want some Punji Sticks, I think. Here they are. Which are apparently just sugar canes. Punji Sticks act sort of as spikes. They're just damage sources, basically. And so if we can surround a little encampment with them, we will be able to hold out against the enemies in there, because I do believe they have more health than normal. Let's see, is that enough? Only 12. I think I'll make a few more. No, this chest. There it is. We've got plenty of sugarcane. And we do live close by more sources, so it's not exactly like it is a rare resource. 27, let's go for a flat 30. Yes, I think that should be fine. Let's try to make, let's say, a 5x5 safe haven grid. We'll want some fences. Let's see, are fences made anything different here? Doesn't look like it. Still oak planks and sticks. Or, hold up, what was that other recipe? Plank molding? Okay, that's something for the saw. So we'll still just need planks and sticks. And this will just be our grate we can sort of see through and poke through. There it is. Okay, so let's do the math here. I'm going to say 3 fences tall by 5 on a side. Or I guess 3 on a side, since the corners will be full block pieces. So that is 3 by 4. No, 3 by 3. No, 3 by 4. So that'll be 12 fences for each side. So we'll need a lot more of those. That'll be a total of, come on, brain, you can do this mental math. 48 fences that need to be made. Hold up. Huh? Okay, that was weird. $42. So we need 2 more, and then we should be set. 48. There we go. It is nighttime. Yeah, and I don't want to risk destroying my base somehow. So we'll do our demonic will hunting over in that dimension. I think I'll just craft... Huh? Okay, I'm not sure how that happened. I think I'll just craft out a few more Punji Sticks, just as many as we can get. Sort of. Little glitchy, or a little, not perfectly even, but that'll do it. Throw the shield on. Maybe we want to increase the rating of our shield as well. I have no idea how protection compares to actual damage, or if it does anything at all. I also don't know if these two are any different. Oh, what the heck? So we've actually got to cast the bronze directly on our stone shield? That's interesting. I was expecting it just to be either an upgrade or a plain simple crafting recipe. Interesting. So I might do this beforehand just in case there's enemies that can knock past our shield or something like that. I have no idea how the protection works whatsoever. But I do have this stone shield, I suppose, that I can reinforce. Let's see, how do I turn you? I swear I could turn you into cobblestone somehow. Maybe not. Oh well. I do want to rebuild this shield because I don't know if it works at half health for crafting recipes, and I wouldn't want to waste a bunch of bronze on it, since I think we have exactly as many ingots as required to cast out onto the shield. Do I really not have any cobblestone? Okay. Well, what I do have is ground. And the little mine that we'd found below here. I suppose I'll just carve this out here. Okay, that should be well more than enough to fix this up. There we go. There we go. A full health shield. We'll grab our cobbles or our bronze out of here. we will head over to the kiln and our melter. I think, yeah, all we need to do is melt this down, I think. Just throw the extra there. It said it took 4 ingots to cast this out. We've got our casting table over here. Oops, not where I was meant to throw that. So if we put that down over there, that'll be fine. We can wait for that to melt. We'll go grab our spare helmet that we definitely made 100% on purpose to replace the helmet that just broke. And I guess we'll grab the leather pants here to reinforce the ones we've got. We don't have... let's see. So we don't have a whole lot of options. We could make bronze gear. Everything save the shoes because wild dog pelt boots are the things that give me that speed bonus. And I don't want to take up the slot just quite yet. Though I guess we'll need leather boots to use as a crafting reagent. So maybe we do want to build one of those. I think for now, we'll just leave it as is unless we have a significant amount of leather just sitting around. Yeah, horse pelts, yada yada. Nothing too interesting here. No pelts, and just a little bit of leather. So I'll save that leather for later. If only because it's an annoying process to get it going. How's this coming along? 3 ingots smelted, and the last one on the way. We'll also leave our Necronomicon at home. It's not charged right now, so it won't give any negative effects, but once it is, it has... Oops, that's not the right one. It has the possibility of giving us negative effects. I think like lightning strikes and maybe just getting slowness, weakness, stuff like that. So we don't want to carry it around unless we have to. And honestly, we don't really want to be near it, I think, either, because while it's charging... it'll also have those sort of effects, and it'll also have additional effects like summoning enemies out of the blue. Let's see. Yeah, so summoning enemies like the Shoggoths, I think it is. Yeah, the Shoggoths to come spawn in, which is not what we want. Okay, it is casting out. So this should work. Oh, that's nice. And it actually had a kind of slow fade-in effect. Oh my goodness, wait. Are we actually slower with this? Let's see. Okay, so we'll just count like a 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we're any slower. Maybe it's just because we're not on... Let's toss this on the ground. Okay, no, we're not any slower. That's just me being a little insane. But yes, now we have that bronze-plated shield to give us a little bit more defense. And is a lovely side effect of the mod. It's still only... Oops, how do we get in here? Ah, that's right, we have to crouch. Is a lovely side effect. It only shows up if we have a weapon in hand. So either a... Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Oh, geez. Okay. Ow. What the heck were they doing? They were just waiting on us. So I think... Oh no, we have to throw it at them. Maybe? Yeah, as soon as they get that particle effect, once we kill them, we'll get... demonic influence or something like that. And they have different qualities as well. They'll have numbers on them. Shoot, this is a little more than I had been planning on dealing with, though. Uh-oh. There we go. That's the first one. Okay, we'll leave them away. Hopefully none of them will pick it up. Well, shoot. Oh. We've got wolves here. Do we have any dogs? Not that I can see. If we could also find wild dogs here, that would be fantastic. But I somehow doubt that that will be the case. There we go. You can't hurt me, I don't think, because you've got the trumpet. Uh-oh. That's a little close. Okay, we're good. I know it's a little dark. It's always nighttime here. Evidently, I haven't created a torch area around here to protect ourselves. Oh, what the heck are you? Gemstone Golem? Okay. That's not what I was prepared to deal with. We've eaten all our food. We've got a little trail of enemies coming in behind us. Okay. Let's just get the rest of these out. Oh no! Leave me alone. Oh my god! Oh, they hit so hard. Jesus. Okay. Evidently we were a little underprepared. I did not think that I would get murdered that quickly. I was at like half health, and I was regenning as well. I thought I would be fine. Maybe we could use this to build up, but I think as soon as we unlock our grave, it'll recraft anything. Maybe we'll just use these terracotta bricks. And I don't particularly care what this looks like. Whoops. No, can't quite. Come on, just throw all of them in there. Yeah, I'll just use straight terracotta. Perfect. And this way, while we're still a ghost, we can build our shelter a little bit up. Okay, that's all our terracotta gone. So hopefully they won't be able to see us. I think that's how the ghost run mechanic works. A little laggy. Okay, we're good. So we've got this. We'll go out by 2. Just put that up like that. Out 2 and up. I just want it so that we can have a sort of safe spawn space here. And I have it tall enough that nothing can kind of hop over that, with the exception of spiders, but we'll solve that soon. Yes, that tall. Shoot, I suppose we should have made ladders or something so we could get over this once we close it. But this will have to do. I want to make this all the same height as well, so I'll just build up here. What? You can't see me. Oh, you can't see me! Oh, they can see me now. Did my timer run out? Yeah, my timer ran out. Okay, I gotta get to my stuff. It's this way? Yeah, this way. There it is. Yeah, lots of howling and stuff. So I think that's all direwolf stuff. I don't think any of that is our stuff. Okay, I'll just run quickly back through the portal. I don't know what this gem guardian is, or this gem golem is. But I do certainly know that I don't want to deal with him right now. We'll sort our inventory. There we go. We can toss this death compass. I don't think this can be used in any... Oops, that's not the one. I don't think this can be used in any recipes. We can turn it into itself. Oh, we can actually make bone meal out of it. That's nice. Yeah, what the heck? I've just been tossing them in lakes because I hadn't thought they had any use, but since they can make bone meal... Nope. You, go in there. Oops. Are you... Huh? Grindstone. Yeah, this was a grindstone. Oh, that's a horse grindstone. Don't tell me it has to be. Okay, it has to be manual apparently. So we'll just bring it to the stone crusher over here and do that ourselves. Okay, this thing is seriously throwing me for a loop. Your recipe indicates that on a stone anvil, you can be turned into bone meal. But how? Do I have to convert it into the default one? Okay, apparently so. Okay, but yeah, there's always a good use for bone meal somewhere. If nothing else, we could use it to make our crops grow faster. I think we should have some somewhere. There it is. And we'll sleep the night away before we take tomorrow to get our inventory all sorted out. 2, 3, and voila. All of that is set up. We've got 4 demonic wills. We've still got a few snares left. Where is our food? There are our sandwiches. Oh, we've got some mystery meat. Okay, let's get our home row sorted out as well. Yes, that's fine. We'll toss everything else into chests. Okay. Oh, we need our terracotta back. Ready to go. There it is. And so we will... Why did the string not go back? Hold on a moment. I know you have a spot for sure. Oh, we've got a fellow over here. Okay, so maybe it does actually work on first strike. I thought I had to toss a few for one of the fellows we did this with, but evidently we've been getting single hits on a bunch of the rest of them. Maybe that has something to do with the quality of it? Maybe not. But we'll use the rest of this up in the hunting dimension. Just eat this beforehand. How many of those actually? 3.5 food bars and then a bit of saturation above that. I'll try to see if we can get out of here. Just hold right click as we come out of the portal. Oh, ow. Oh, we don't have our shield equipped. Ah. Okay. I wanna lure them all away. Those dire wolves don't find me very friendly. I don't want to tangle with any creepers right now. Okay, yeah, so that time it didn't actually go through on the first try. So it is... There he goes. God, there's so many creepers around here. I think there are actually so many mobs around us that were actually lagging just a little bit, which is why... Oh my goodness. I can't even tell which one it was I was hitting. Okay, let's get it. We'll just smack you all. I suppose we should use up the last 2 on whatever golds. Oh. There we go. Any of you the one that we were looking for? Doesn't look like it. Oh, what the? Huh? Huh? I have never seen that happen before. I guess we go on another death run to grab our stuff? What the heck was that? Dang, I wish I'd kept my terracotta. Let's see, where is this? There it is. I wish... What was that? Apparently the karate zombies just throw you up miles in the air, which is absurd. There's this stuff. I think that's actually Necronomicon stuff. There we go. I think that's actually Necronomicon stuff. for when we have... We can actually collect those floating around in the air. That might be potential energy. Okay, I just want to get this all blocked off first. Oh, he's back. Leave me alone, you absolute... Oh my god. I can't deal with him. I can do exactly nothing to mess him up. What the heck is that? That is absurd. Okay, at least we died right by the portal this time. So, we blocked up that side. The karate zombie is pissed off for now. Okay, we'll pack this up. Keep building our defenses. There we go. Oh, shoot. Everything is offset. There's a cat here. Oh, you dick. Stay away from me. Okay, there we go. Okay, everything is sealed up for now. And this is all messed up. 3, 4. Okay. Some of them can probably still get in, but hopefully not the annoying ones. Yes, that is all set. I don't know if any demonic will is still out there. There we go. That's all sorted. Oh, the spiders will be able to get in. But luckily, I can just smack you since you'll probably be coming in singularly. Yeah, just fight each other. You absolute maniacs. We'll mine these to be... Nope, stop growling at me. I'm so confused as to why there's cats here. Are cats considered a hostile mob? I certainly hope not. So where's the... Where's that coming from? Haha, you can't get me. Oh, and this is actually the one that got me before. Wow, he's a beefy fella, too. Alright, I'm going to risk going out. I think it's this way, if we lead to the creeper holes in the ground, as well as the uncollected experience. Oh, there's a few wolf pelt gears over here. I evidently can't block whatever that attack is coming from the... Oh, magma golem, so that's a different thing. Creeper, don't care. Oh, well, I guess he blew up anyway. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a little bigger than I had anticipated. I am going to need to terraform this around the area so that there's nothing that can hop over. I really need them to go away first. Forget it, I'll just kind of kite them. Oh, that's a karate zombie. I should really have closed the door behind me. There we go. Maybe we should just set up the Punji Sticks first. So if we throw these around... There we go. Now they start taking damage, and I don't have to do anything to get them to do that. It's just, if they stand on it, they take damage. Perfect. I'll do that on this side too. I'll actually mine out here though, so I can build this up to level. Oops. Don't mess with me, please. Thank you. Put dirt out here instead. Ow, 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 ow. A Timberwolf. Thank you, my friend. Close your eyes. Okay. He mysteriously died so that we could have his stuff. How strange. we're doing well in terms of our Punji Stick setup, so we're going to need a few more. Oh, shoot, and we'll actually need a way up and down here. So we'll put ladder blocks on the inside and outside of this. And I wanted to leave the corners unimpeded for that purpose. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Back inside. Heat up. There we go. Swap the dirt out. You know, we'll take the terracotta and put it there. Okay. There's one spot left. Actually, we'll just seal this up completely. And it will be here that we put last steps. There we go. You guys just go hurt yourselves on that. Perfect. Wow, that guy has tons of health. Unfortunately, this does mean that we no longer have the ability to get out until we craft a new ladder system out of here. We're going to need to craft one on both sides, but I think there should be ladder blocks that we can use, yeah. So that's just with the work blade. Oh, and the spiders can still come over because we haven't fixed that problem quite yet. Shoot, I really want to collect this stuff. Dang it. Oh, there's a zombie villager over here. That's neat. What's up, fella? We'll go back first, though, and craft up some of those blocks. There we go. Craft up some of those ladder blocks after we sleep here. I guess out of that whole endeavor, we didn't get any more demonic wills than the ones we started out with. Oh, and a death compass. Which are somehow different from the death compasses that they were before I crafted them into whatever the heck I did. We'll stick you in here. That is slightly more efficient than hammering them out by hand. So, let's take this opportunity to shove everything that can be shoved into a chest. We will put our worms into our trap. Not exactly running super low. How do we... What's a recipe for you? Flower pot plus a net. We can restock that. So that our bait doesn't run dry there. Everything gets sorted. We'll put these in here. We could make the whole set, but honestly, I'm really batting for that. The wild dog set of boots. I'm really pining for that, and I think everything else will be just made out of bronze now that we have the ability to craft it. And I suppose we will... So where did our... I swear we had some mystery meat somewhere. Perhaps not. Throw it in here. Along with these rocks. We're not really using rocks anymore. We'll just clean up our home row here. All of our demonic will can go in this chest. Sort them. Does it sort by quality? Does not look like it. And the quality won't matter for the crafting recipes, but it will matter for something else later. Okay, we've cleaned our inventory up just a little bit. Let's see, where is our sugar cane? I swear we had a shore already lined with this stuff. I think over here, maybe? Perhaps not. Maybe we've just been picking it up wild. In that case, I'll just do this little patch over here. Because I do want some more Punji Sticks so we can build those on the side so that the spiders can no longer get up. Though maybe that'll be something that the fences prevent them from doing anyway. I'm not 100% sure whether they can climb those. Right now, we've kind of just got the in-place system of... oh, maybe it was this one, since there are 4 here. Right now, we've just got the in-place system of those 2 blocks. We've got the top row of blocks for the terracotta and kind of the middle blocker that's preventing them from getting in. Preventing with big old air quotes. It's preventing the bigger guys, not the spiders, not any wolves, I don't think. I think those are considered 1 block tall creatures. So, oops, I've got to plant these. Break the rush plants. I'm debating whether these have any use whatsoever. I feel like they're used for something. They're used for thatching. Oops. But what is thatching used for? Because we've got so much rush. They're just kind of all over the place. Cable facades, normal thatch, which just makes thatch slabs, which really doesn't make much else. Which I guess makes sticks. So I might just get rid of all the rush stuff that we have, considering there's so much of it clogging up our movement in the world anyway. In fact, we could actually use our scythe to clear that all up. Let's see, our scythe is here. There we go. Let's clear the whole area. So we really don't have any use for it. Oh, that's inconvenient. Okay, so this clears grass, but not the rush sticks? Are you kidding me? That is like the #1 most annoying thing to have around everywhere. I mean, I guess it gets rid of the grass so it just looks cleaner, but I was really not all that concerned about grass. Okay, well, we'll just have to do all the rush stuff by ourselves, or by hand, rather. And we've got our lovely, lovely flower garden. Where is our Flint Shears? Is it in this chest? No. It's definitely not broken yet. That much I know. Mostly because of the fact that we haven't really used it all that often. I've got to be missing it somewhere here. Surely I had one somewhere. Did I die and lose it somewhere? I don't think that's the case. Flint Shears. Flint Shears. Nothing in there that looks like a tool. Not even a little bit. There they are. Just off in the corner. And I think these should, theoretically, break through in an instant, which is exactly what we need for this stuff. I might just go and turn this all straight into sticks. Because we have so much and we don't need it whatsoever. That grass somehow came back. We'll just do this stuff over here. Oh. Broke our potato farm. There it is. Okay, and last one. Everything else looks like grass or flowers. We'll just kind of do some tidying up while we're here. KL Gamer, what's up? Glad you could tune on in. We're just doing some housekeeping right now, while on the way to getting our blood magic going. for the mod pack. I have a tradition of picking up all of the flowers that I find and dumping them on the shores because I don't want to deal with them. And they do look pretty, you know, in their own way. There are just way too many types of flowers. Never got to this point in Sevtech Ages. Yeah, that's sort of the reason I'm streaming it. I have also never gotten this far in Sevtech Ages. I've always kind of given up beforehand. But now that I'm streaming it, I feel accountable to somebody else, even if not that many people really watch. You know, it's a good time. You can hop in and watch along to see what we're doing. Live vicariously through me. And hey, maybe it'll get you to give it another try. Okay. Let's eat our delicious fish sandwich. And deposit everything back in the chests. Including our potatoes. Rush stems. I think. Saw you in there. Do we have any more in here? Signs indicate no. We do have 2 collections of vines. What the heck? Hold on a moment. Okay, we'll keep that. There's some more rush stems there. Yeah, no more rush stems, no more rush stems. More rush stems there. Where are the rush seeds, actually? I know I've got some. There they are. I suppose I'll keep a 64 stack. Everything else will be turned... Yeah, I'll turn it into Biome Ash eventually. I suppose we'll store it for now. And last but not least, no rush stems in there. So, let's slap all of you together. So we don't have to deal with you anymore. And into that. With thatch. Place in-world to dry. Do we dry this on a drying rack, perhaps? No, but we could dry it into a... dry it with the kiln. We'll leave our single remaining rush stem there to stack with other items. We'll just put this in the kiln automation system. Okay. Now that we've done our housekeeping, stick the tools back and get back to work on our safety mechanism over there. So... I suppose we'll sleep the night away first. Might as well. I think I need more lights in our enclosement, in our little station over there, because put more in the chopping block. I don't know if the portal itself gives off enough light. Oops, that's not the one. If the portal itself gives off enough light for enemies to not spawn around them. I'm hoping that's the case, but in the event that it's not, I'll want those torches. Let's see if we can hop in here and find any enemies inside. I'll stick the shield on first. Nope, don't toss it. Don't toss it, you imbecile. Okay, there we go. There we go. Our Punji Sticks are working perfectly. Okay. This is where it's a little spooky. We've got to mine all this out and replace it with... our fence post. I think we can leave it like this so we can just hit them. Same with this side. Oops, a little too far. Oh, we didn't craft quite enough fence posts. to do the whole thing. Though we did end up with a slightly wider shelter than we'd initially were hoping for. Oh shoot, and we've also still not crafted our ladder system in any way. You know what? I'll craft. Yeah, I think if I dig out here, they still can't get in. So if I dig below the fence posts, I'll be able to retrieve the stuff that they drop, but they still won't be able to get in here. There we go. Perfect. And I suppose we might as well go the whole way and just dig out this. Hush ye. Ye angry wolf. Actually, where the heck is this angry wolf yelling at me from? You get on top of there? No. How peculiar. Oh, oops. Okay, have to remember to leave in the corner blocks. Alrighty, that's all settled. We'll come back and place ladder blocks, I think, here. I don't know if the ladder blocks are actually one-sided or multi-sided. I suppose it doesn't really matter. And we can make them with cobblestone, though we do have diorite and all that other stuff to use for it, which I don't particularly like the look of. Kitty, please befriend the kitty. Okay, I hear kitty sounds, right? I hear the cat sounds. I have no idea where the cat is. I have not seen a single cat in that dimension whatsoever. I think it might be coming from the portal, because the portal itself does make noises. I know that much. It does make noises, but I have no clue whatsoever if there's a cat or for that matter, a wolf anywhere close by. So I don't know if I can befriend the kitty. I'll take these. We'll take our plant twine. We need that much to make 4. 4 fiber torches. Light them outside. Where did my fire stick go? There it is. Oops, that one went out. Okay, there we go. Break them. Take a hot second to shove more bait in our traps. And... oops, wrong ones. Perfect. We are set. So now... shoot, do we want 8? Maybe we want 8. I think we'll take 8, so we'll take 4 and put them on the inside, and we'll take 4 and put them on the tops, because if the ones on the inside are put down, they won't be able to light up the blocks at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're good. Hopefully our sticks will be done out here. Yep, our horse has stopped working, so either he's lazy or he's finished. Luckily, it's the latter. Okay, perfect. And we've got those totemic torches. Yeah, wait, we need to make more fences so we can build the... I think it's just the last wall, isn't it? That we're sort of missing right now. We'll see how many this can build. It can build 3. Evidently. Maybe that'll be enough to fill in that last side. Maybe it won't. Oops, that's right. Crouch. Alrighty. Let it load in. And place. There's our interior segment laid up. Yep. Oops. Not quite. We'll just do the corners like that. That way we can have our ladders. And we have to go back to go get the ladders. But first, we'll do this last segment of unfenced area. We should have enough for it. Yep, perfect. We've got 5 to spare. All right. Let me out. So we'll need to go mine some more cobblestone. I can't believe cobblestone is our limiting our limiting resource in this crafting. I thought it would surely be something else, but somehow we are always out of cobblestone. I guess because we're not really mining it so much. Do we have any place these fence posts will go? Evidently not. So they'll go in here mostly so my fire stick will stop joining its friend. So let's go get some more cobblestone from our mine here. Who's coming? Oh, it's got plenty of it. This is all mined out, so we'll start down this way. I'm not particularly afraid of going down in that mine. We've got it all lit up now. I know we were having issues with mob sounds coming from here before, but it's not so much the case anymore. I do want to make sure that we don't mine any ores that we can't see yet. That is a possibility, but I have no idea if they respond like or rocks that we couldn't decide that we couldn't determine what they were. I don't know if they go the same way, because the way that the ore rocks would indicate that they're something you don't yet know is that they would make gravel sounds. But honestly, we're mining things so fast already that by the time that sort of popped in, okay, that'll be fine, fine-ish. Let's go. Did I get all 3? Yeah. There we go. By the time we mine the ore, and hear the gravel sound, it might be too late. 47. We'll just get a full stack. So I don't want to have that happen and lose out on some potentially good ore. 62, 3, and 4. Perfect. So it said that the way you make the cobblestone ladders is by using the work blade on this in-world. So if I put it down, do I just... got an extra rock. I think you go in here somewhere. Yep. Do we just take the work blade and click on a face? Nope. Yeah, how the heck does that work? Output variable amounts. Is it a different type of work blade? No, it is the flint work blade. Is it like this? That would be terrible. That would be incredibly slow. Nope, that just breaks it. Is it lying to me? Work blade in world. Could just make it out of stone ladders. How? Huh? What? Variable output amounts. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try right-clicking. Nope, it's not working on any of the faces. shoot. I don't know what to do here. There's a secondary output slot. Okay, so let's see what else this does. Only makes ladders. No, it makes stairs too. Strips logs. And does something with a Cineris bloom, which doesn't have a texture. This can't possibly be right, is it? Man, that is just excessively annoying. I've also noticed that our pickaxes on the break. How do we repair you? Is it just bronze? Bronze? This... We can repair it. Surely we can. Do we have any bronze? I don't think we do. So maybe we'll go and throw some more into the... Wait, was that copper or was that bronze? That was bronze. So maybe we'll throw some more tin and copper into the furnaces. I think we've got plenty of tin, so we just need bronze. Or just need copper, rather. Again, we're running low on charcoal. I think we'll just smelt the whole thing up. We'll sleep the night away. Oh, we've also still got to get the doors on there. So we'll chop down those iron trees, which should have grown by this point. Yep, there they are. Garden trowel's almost broken. Luckily, that's fixed with flint. Got some unwanted guests here, though conveniently they seem to be burning up already without our assistance. Get out of here, you creepy version of a spider. And there we go. It is convenient having the mining speed of diamond, but because of the durability of these tools, we're going through them a lot more quickly than we would actual diamond tools, which is sort of inconvenient. We have been doing a fair bit of... Oh, how'd you get up there? What the heck? We have been doing a fair bit of mining. Just getting all the terracotta and stuff out. So I guess that's what did it. Huzzah. Huzzah. And we'll actually stick one of these into the furnace to make some charcoal, which we can grind down into charcoal. Oh. Okay. Oops, nope. Need you in there. We'll grind that down into charcoal proper. And then we'll convert that into charcoal bits. And we can throw this thatch in there once this is finished. There we go. Some low-grade charcoal. Putting you on the grindstone. Yes, that does result in bits. But maybe we want to compress that. Low-grade charcoal. So if we compress it, it turns into a charcoal block, which can be turned into... There's 9 charcoal, I guess. Oh well. It will be fine. That's all 4. Turn those into the bits. Or the pieces, I suppose. And shove them in the smelter. Yeah, it's working. I'd love to find an actual coal vein. We haven't done that yet. We haven't been able to find any of those. It's kind of looking like... Yeah, it's kind of looking like this is not going to work. Workblade in world. But it doesn't say how this works. Do we just have to hit it? No. Can't make... How curious. If anybody has any tips here, I am definitely searching at this point. I've got no clue how this is supposed to work out. I honestly may be looking at the wiki in a hot second here. But I do have a visual aid for you guys. If we do that, I'll be able to show you what I'm looking at as well. What the heck? Well, maybe we'll just make stone ladders. That'll be fine. We'll do stone rods mostly because I think we've got more stone than wood. And for that, we just use the grindstone. Hold up. What's the trade on that? 1-to-1. Okay, not too bad. We could make it more efficiently with... No, we can't actually make it more efficiently with the mill, so we will just throw this whole stack in there. And we'll let that go off and do its own thing. How is our copper going? 6 ingots. We're out of charcoal again. Shoot, what is there a fuel? No. There's no fuel specific thing. Maybe we'll go out looking for a coal vein? Maybe that's the option that we take. And while we're doing that, we can look for wild dogs as well. I've got a fair bit of food. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll take this food. We'll just kind of wander out there looking for some coal. Because I really do want coal. I'm kind of sick of having to make charcoal for everything. Oh, you know what we could do, actually? But we'll still have to look for coal. But in terms of making the ladders, forget the sticks. We can use totemic pillars. Stop. Take it out. Nope. Take it out. Ah. How many do we have? 62. We made one to a stone rod. That's fine. We put this anywhere? No. Okay, we'll just have one stone rod. Yes, but no, totemic totems. One of them allows you to climb walls. So if we take the whittling knife, we've got ironwood. I'm just going to test that we can actually carve the ironwood here. Yes, we can. It'll use up one, but whatever. So we could put totemic totem that will let us climb walls. And I suppose we could get all the other benefits as well. So we'll take the Totempedia. We'll go ride ourselves back into the hunting dimension. And we will stick... Let's see. Yeah, what the heck? 2, 3, just up here. I think this should work. So if we... Base. Yep. Looks like the spiders are actually stuck, so that's good. So we've got the base. We've got spider. I think will be the next one. And let's open up the Totempedia to see what other totems we should get. Totems and effects. Okay, that's not what we need. There we go. Bat negates fall damage. Sweet. Jump further when you sneak in midair. Interesting. We could give ourselves night vision, maybe. That could actually be something nice. So let's do... We've already got spider to help us climb walls. could get wolf to give us strength and rabbit give us a jump boost. I forget how many poles work. Can extend 6 meters high, so that'll be 6 blocks up. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the heck was that? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. 5, it'll be close enough. And we can do a 6 to help us climb all the way out. So if we... Yeah, look at that. We can just climb straight up that. We'll put one in each corner. Yeah, you just try and get me now. Oh, we didn't quite bring enough wood. They all turn into the same wood anyway, so let's just head back and grab the wood. Load in, and we're good. Do we want to grab whatever this tree is? What the heck are you? Eucalyptus. Sure, you will serve. I think the reason I didn't chop this down before was just because it looked annoying to chop, and I am quickly detecting that that was a factual observation. Is that all of you? Nope. Oh, come on. Oops, I've cycled through that. Oh well. Alright, we're out. That one's all good. Chop our way back down here. And pick up... Oh, there's nothing left in the grass. Please tell me that's all of you. Yes, it is. And the last pillar over here. There we go. Last one. All the leaves are gone. We're good. Okay, let's just run around and collect all of this wood. As well as saplings, in case we ever need a eucalyptus tree for anything. Perhaps koalas. Alrighty. Forget the night. We'll just run straight back in. Okay. Loading dimensions takes a hot second. And there. And last but not least, this one. I actually have no idea why I'm not taking damage when I get down here, because I'm pretty sure that I should be. But, you know, don't look a gift horse. So which ones did we decide upon? We decided on bat. We've already got spider. We decided on so bat, maybe pig? I don't know what pig, what good luck translates to. Is that like drops maybe from getting it? I wonder if that works for passive. Oh, we should definitely do ocelot. That'll prevent creepers from blowing this all down. So that's 2 more. That'll give us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 2 more left to decide on. So bat, ocelot, rabbit, and wolf, I think, will be what we go for. So bat, ocelot, shoot, what was the last 2? Rabbit and wolf. Ah, we missed it. Rabbit. Uh-oh. Rabbit. Wolf. Perfect. And we should be able to scale straight up and down that. Perfect. Fantastical. Uh oh, ow, ow, ooh, ow. Okay, so we do have to make sure we don't run into. Wow, he has so much health. No kidding. We do have to make sure we don't run into the Punji Sticks when we go to climb. I think I'll clear out this whole section, but before, there we go, eating that so we can regen some health. Oh, our trowel's dead. Shoot. This should not be there, because that is not part of the thing. Oh, let me climb, let me climb. Ha, suck it, karate zombie. And other karate zombie. I wonder, so they actually have multiple colors of belts. I wonder if that actually changes how much damage they do. That would be pretty funny. Let's finish carving all of these before we move on to doing other stuff. So we need the base. We'll just do them all in a group. We need spider. Okay, we need bat. Yeah, bat's next. And is that a pig? No, that's an ocelot. Then a rabbit. And last, a wolf. Okay. And the reason I'm making 4 of them in such close proximity, I have no clue what the range of these things are. It says, I think, that it's 7 blocks out? Nearby players. Okay, maybe it doesn't say at all. I think it might be 7 blocks out, but I do not want to risk it since this dimension is so hostile. Maybe we should have gotten horse for some speed. Oh, but now that we can get to the top, we don't need this any longer. We can stick our totemic torches out here too. Yep, perfect. Working as intended. I think the only thing that could possibly make this better was if we had hoppers lining the whole way around, but honestly, that sounds like a whole lot of work. And we can kind of just run around the corners anyway. Actually, this may be an efficient way of doing the whole charging the Necronomicon thing. Just because it kind of is working anyway. Oh, I see. And with the bat enchantment, we can actually glide away anyway. So if we wanted to, we could just go out here. So that could be a good way to get all of the enemies to follow us. Oh, please give it back to me. Yeah, it takes a second to kick in once you get there, get into its range. But I'm going to head back for now. Yeah, I do think that cat sound is actually coming from the portal itself, so I don't think there are any cats out here. Sorry to anybody who wanted me to befriend a cat in the murder dimension. Let's put away our totemic stuff now that we've finished with it. And carving totem knife. Perfect. Now we can sleep the night away. We have gotten fairly sidetracked with this, I will admit. We are still on the path to getting all our blood magic stuff going. I swear. It is on the list eventually. It's just sort of in the I've got to do other stuff first part of the list. Because I do want to get that area settled. What did we come back here to do? Oh, we came back here to fix up our trowel. There we go. 1 flint, and it is back to tip-top shape, and it mines at the speed of diamond anyway. So I'd say that that is a fantastic tool to use. Since we need worms for our strainers anyway, and we have a very cheap way to repair it. Okay. So we'll climb back up here with our little garden trowel. Continue to mine out the grass immediately surrounding the area. I think we'll mine 3 blocks out. And this is just so that the enemies have an easier time actually walking to me. Yeah, see. And I can also smack them a little bit more easily as well. Maybe I'll do 4 blocks out. Hello, you. Come on, come get me. Haha, take that. And we'll break out some of the grass as well, just so it's not in our way. Should I build this part up? Maybe I should. I think I will, just so that everything's on an even level. I'll definitely tear down this tree. I do not want to have this thing blocking my way and potentially concealing creepers or what such from me. There we go. Okay, so let's get that down. We don't need worms. We don't need the eucalyptus wood. I'm gonna have enough dirt to get all this done? Maybe? Maybe not. It should be fine. I don't know why this is farmland. Guess it was just one of those things. Ooh, ow. We'll get it to this side. We'll take some more from over here. There we go. Lots of dirt, lots more worms. You, my fellow, can fall into the... Oh, let me up, let me up. Ah! Not good. There we go. Kindly fall into our trap. The zombies have exactly 0 way of pathfinding around these blocks, luckily. So all we need to do is get them to follow us, and we can run to sort of our safe haven here. There we go. Just get this area sort of built back up. I'm not super concerned about that. So let's, oh, hello, friend. Uh-oh. Let me up. Let me up. There we go. We'll need to check on our farm, our sugarcane farm. Oh, please grab it. You kidding? Dang. We'll need to check on our sugarcane farm because we will need Punji Sticks to line the top of this for that specific purpose of spiders kind of... Oh, hello. Of spiders just... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. I was killed by a trumpet skeleton. Really? Really? I was killed by a trumpet skeleton? Oh, some days. Some days you just really can't win. There he goes. Oh my goodness. How absurd. You go there. Gotta get everything settled all over again. Where'd my sandwiches go? Oh no, they are there. Okay. We are still good. Okay. Have I finished doing everything I wanted to out here? I think I have, with the exception of hunting for... Oh, wild dog. Here we go. There we go. That's 1. We need 3 more. And then we will be so fast you won't even believe it. And I don't really mind running around. I think I can outrun all of them. The reason that I was having issues before was that I was trying to stop and turn around to hit them. But I believe, what the heck? Is that a purple creeper? Okay. But if I'm just running straight around from them, I think I can outpace them. And if we get overwhelmed, we can just run back to our safe haven now and take care of everything there. And that'll just happen automatically. They're getting lots of those golem things. I've got no idea what those are from. Though some of our pursuers are fighting themselves. Emberroot Zoo apparently is the mod they come from. And boy, do they have a lot of health. But I do not know if that's the health they have normally, since I haven't seen them before, or if that is health they're gaining from this dimension. Because they do gain some health. All mobs in this dimension get a little bit of health. Sorry, buddy. So that a cursed creeper. Whoa, what the? Oh, whoa, what the? What is this? We got nausea? Okay, so that is something I haven't seen before. Where do we live? We live in that direction, evidently. At least it didn't give us slowness. If we were fighting the mobs from the Abyssal Craft stuff, I hate those effects with a burning passion. They give you slowness, they just basically bring you to a complete halt, and they give you blindness, which is just the worst. Luckily, I think that even if we change dimensions here, our construction around the portal should still remain. Is that a wild dog out there, or is that just another wolf? I think it might just be another wolf. But it will still be... Yeah, you show him who's boss, buddy. Can you hit him? Nope. Oh, he looks so dirty. I feel bad. I feel so bad. But he's full of delicious food. Delicious meat and possibly pelts. I see more one-high creatures in here. Are they just spiders? No, they're spiders and a lie. You're a dire wolf. Okay, you didn't drop anything. We'll just keep skipping through the weeds. Maybe I should have set this to something like a desert. Somewhere where there aren't as many trees. And I have heard that wolves do spawn more in deserts, or that wild dogs do spawn more in deserts than in other biomes. That is completely unconfirmed. Are you? What the heck are you? Rats? Oh, ow. Oh my god. These are vicious. And because they're like among the grass, I can't really... Jesus. Okay, they were hostile. Ah, here's another one. Uh-oh, we are a little low on health, though. Did you drop a pelt for us? I think he did. Yes, he did. We got 2. How's our inventory space looking? We're doing fine. I really just want to get the 4 and get out of here. So once we get to the 4, we can get those boots made. Suppose if we take damage with the boots on, we'll have to repair them with more wild dog pelt. But maybe we'll be able to get that some other way. Maybe we'll be able to convert wild dogs. We can convert other mobs with Totemic. So I don't see why that sort of logic wouldn't stand up to wild dogs, maybe? Who knows? If I don't catch a few, if I don't find at least one more in like the next couple of minutes, then we'll call this mission a success and just head back through the portal. But man, do I really want those wild dog boots. You're a wolf? Uh-oh. Okay, killed him. I'm getting hit by something. Oh, probably these guys. I don't know what the golems do. Oh! Oh, we found not one, but two, but we're also low on health, so we'll back off a little bit here. Oh, we'll back off a little bit more. Okay, just keep going. Put a little space between us. Oh, no! What? Oh! Shoot! The sound of my armor breaking freaked me out. Dang it. I could have absolutely won that and been fine. Okay, we'll nap the day away. I could have absolutely won that and been fine. I hope those dogs are still there. I really hope those wild dogs are still there. Because if we can get both those pelts, we'll be done. That'll be everything we need to get those wild dog boots. Okay. Spiders and what for outside. Our grave is that a ways. Judging by the number of golems still fighting around, we may have success. Okay, grab this. We'll fight off the dogs real fast. It's one pelt, two pelt. We're good. All right, we're making our way out. Okay. Oh, let me climb. Let me climb. Come on. Oh my God, let me climb. Oh. God, I hate that. I hate that so much. We'll teleport back through. And we're good. 4, 5. We got our lovely wild dog, our hard-earned wild dog pelts. And we'll store everything else for later. We can also unequip this buckler, I think. And let's just toss everything into the benches as we can. Sure, we can use like eucalyptus wood. We've got room for an extra sapling in there. Perfect. We'll stick the compass in a grindstone. Oh, what the? My brain did not even parse that as an enemy. Wow, you dropped tons of gear. Oh, nice. The exact same gear that we already had, but gear nonetheless. We'll actually take the helmet. We'll just wear those for now. Raw rat meat. Gross. Thoroughly and utterly. Somehow our bone didn't get it. Oh no, we probably got some more bone from that zombie that we just killed. We gotta find a new place for the mushroom. I guess it's going in here. Did we not have that in a different place before? I guess not. Oh, and we need to stick our whittling knife in here, our flint work blade. This is where all the tools go. So we'll stick the ginseng root in that one. Death compass, good. Wild dog boots are in our inventory. We've got to get more food since we're almost out of these sandwiches. I think if we get, let's see, what is our saturation at, our nutrition at? Ooh, not looking great. These are giving us grain and protein. Not nearly enough, evidently. Or maybe it's just that we're saturating so well on it that we don't have to eat it often enough. I think we'll go for... Can we do grain and vegetable? Protein and vegetable. Just flat vegetables, that sort of stuff. I would love to have more recipes, but I think we're not going to get those until we get them later. Hearty stew. Whoa, that has way too many ingredients in it. Okay. And it looks like most of our mixed things, with the exception of that stew, is all just meat, protein and vegetables. And for fruit, we've still only got, yeah, the kind of not great stuff. We will farm our bushes over here, our wildberry bushes. These don't produce much at any one time, but they also go down really fast. We've got a fair amount of that. I think I will take the beetroot, though, and start cooking that up for our next thing. We'll just do straight vegetables next. Because we've got the beetroot farm over there, and we've got plenty of that in our inventory. Our strainer has been... The base has been broken. We need, I think, more bricks. Let's see. Bait pot, which is a flower pot, which is bricks. Bricks can evidently be casted. That's a new one to me. Or we can use terracotta in the mill. Oops, back up. I don't think it's this terracotta, but it may be compatible. So I will check if I've got... No, it doesn't look like I have any unbroken ones. Let's toss this in the mill and see. Nope. Not compatible whatsoever. So, I guess we just take clay and smelt it up. Our grill's kind of in use, though. A stoked kiln. I think this is a different thing. This is better with mods kiln. Is this a better with mods? No, that's Primal Tech. Yeah, so I think we'll just wait until this is all done. Oh, no, wait. We're using the grill, not the kiln. Duh. Big old brain work here. Me brain work good. There we go. So once that's done, we'll build another contraption to keep our bait from running through too quickly. Not that we've been at a lack of it for anything. How's our copper doing? Did we ever put in any more fuel in there? I don't think we did. Or at least I don't think we put in a sufficient amount. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So I'll just throw a few eucalyptus logs into the kiln once this is burnt through. What should we say? Should we say 8? Yeah, let's say a full 8. And that will be sorted out. And that's all the thatch actually cooked. So this, how do we turn you into sticks? Because that's the only thing that I could see that you were useful for, with the exception of the sleeping mat. With a saw that we don't have access to yet, of course. Well, we have it now. That's positive, at least, he said in his most enthusiastic voice. It smelts? Okay, that is smelting all right. Let's... There it is. That is what we're going to do. Then we need our net, which we can use this string for. No. Yeah, that net. And another bait pot. We're good. So if we slap this down... Oh! Oh my god. Oh, my poor heart. Oh, he scared the absolute living daylights out of me. Oh, I hate piranhas so much. They just suck. They suck in every way there is to suck. I hate them so much. Oh, okay. My god. I've entirely lost my train of thought. What were we doing? What were we going for next? We've still been going through the Necronomicon stuff. Okay, well my pulse gets back down to normal human speeds instead of like hummingbird speeds. Let's read the Necronomicon. Okay. If anybody's doing this while working, just feel free to alt-tab. I'll just be reading this for a hot second. Abyssal is the mod which this book is used to guide you through. It's mainly focused on exploration with 4 new dimensions you can explore. Dimensions reached through the use of gateway keys, which are keys designed to create portals between the dimensions. The 4th dimension is reached by falling out of the 3rd. Overworld has been expanded with 6 new biomes: the Darklands, Normal Plains, Forest, Highlands, and Mountain, and Corallium-infested swamps. There are also 5 new types of stone and 15 new ores found throughout the overworld and the dimensions. Apart from exploring, Abyssalcraft introduced its own type of magic through the use of rituals in order to worship the Great Old Ones. Apart from magic and exploration, there's also machines that are allowing you to transmute, crystallize, and materialize objects. There's also a coin engraver. How do I get back? There we go. The Abyssalnomicon is the unholy tome from which the Necronomicon was written. When Jazahar read that section to Al-Hazred. Okay, so there's a little bit of lore. I think these sections without clear language, I think those are things we have to unlock through some way. Before the ages of man, the universe was ruled by a race of ancient demonic gods known as the Great Old Ones. Due to a conflict eons ago, all of these beings are imprisoned far away where no man has ever set foot. The outer gods. So there's Azathoth, the demon sultan, is the ruler and possibly creator of all existence. It resides outside of the universe, sedated by the eternal sound of pipes and drums. Despite that, it has a will of its own and issues commands to Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos, is an outer god who isn't exiled nor imprisoned. He walks the earth hidden among the humans, spreading madness. Apart from serving cults of the outer gods, he fulfills the wishes of Azathoth, whom he serves. So I wonder if this is somebody we'll find in a village or something. Yog-Sothoth, the lurker at the threshold, is an outer god and the offspring of the nameless mist. It is heavily implied, if not outright stated, that Yog-Sothoth is omniscient and is locked outside the universe, meaning he knows and can see all of space-time all at once, that there is no secret hidden from Yog-Sothoth. Shub-Niggurath, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, is an outer god in the pantheon. She is a perverse fertility deity said to appear as an enormous cloudy mass, which extrudes black tentacles, slime-dripping mouths, and short, writhing goat legs. Small creatures are continually spat forth by the monstrosity, which are reconsumed or escape. Okay, I guess that's the outer gods. Then the Great Old Ones. This is all based on Catholic. I think that's a word. Cthulhic mythos. Hence Cthulhu, the Great Old One, trapped in an endless sleep underneath the sea in the city R'lyeh. He is the head of an octopus in a scaly body with wings on his back. His state of endless sleep comes from a war against the elder beings, which ended with R'lyeh. I think R'lyeh. I know they're based on being unpronounceable. That's the whole point of the words on Cthulhu and the Cthulhic mythos. But I'll try my best. I'll call it R'lyeh. Sinking to the bottom of the sea, one day he will rise to rule over the earth. Hastur the Unspeakable is a great old one and Cthulhu's half-brother. Not much is known about him, but he is known to take the form of a king in yellow robes wearing a mask. Like most great old ones, he's capable of taking any form he desires. Jizahar, the Gatekeeper of the Abyss, is the bastard offspring of Hastur. Bastard not being an insult here, being an actual term. I guess they can be married. These old ones are the outer gods. Having a desire for power and not wanting exile to the stars, Jizahar reached out beyond time and space to achieve his freedom. The results were similar powers to that of Yog-Sothoth and the punishment of eternally guarding his imprisoned fellow deities. So, yeah, let's look at potential energy first. So, it is potential energy, not psychic energy, is a new form of energy present in Abyssalcraft. It originates from a higher plane of existence where no mortal has wandered, and can only be collected by tapping into ley lines using various methods. There exist objects capable of doing so, which will be explained here. A good place to start obtaining materials required to create some of the PE collecting objects is Shoggoth layers found in swamps and rivers. Yep, we found plenty of those. Shoggoth monoliths are also constructed with monolith stone, hence the name. While having statues placed on them, these statues can collect PE. So like I mentioned, I think way earlier in the stream, if we wanted to get all of the statues, we could kind of kite all of those Shoggoths around, and on their little goo that they exude would be, they would have the chance to spawn a monolith, like a 3x3 monolith reaching up a couple blocks into the air, on top of which a statue would spawn. It should be noted that the lesser Shoggoths only build these monoliths under certain conditions. Theorists claim it has something to do with power positions, but they're genderless and don't understand the concept of hierarchy. If 6 or more lesser Shoggoths are within 32 blocks of each other, one is prone to rise a monolith out of the ooze. Okay, so we do need 6 of them within a relatively close range. You should take into account that the lesser Shoggoths have no limit on how many monoliths they construct, leading to possible infestation. If you notice Shoggoth activity near your homestead, it is highly advised that you immediately evacuate your land or construct a large wall or other defensive measures to ensure the infestation doesn't spread onto your land. Recovering your land from a Shoggoth infestation is quite difficult, so be cautious. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. The statues come in different shapes, all depicting great old ones. They can transport PE to nearby players holding Necronomicons when under the open sky. It should be noted that you harvesting PE isn't appreciated. This causes disruptions to occur, displayed by a bolt of lightning striking the statue or other PE manipulators. Or other PE manipulator. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, maybe statue or whoever's holding the Necronomicon, which is why we'll put it on a pedestal when we get to that point. Disruptions are random events that can affect the player, other entities, or the environment. Their purpose is to punish those who try to drain PE from the higher plane. Statues have a limited PE transfer range to nearby collectors. Collectors need to be placed in the yellow frame with a 2-block gap between it and the statue. When placed on monolith stone pillar blocks, the statue's range can be increased up to 2 blocks. Statues on pillars can transfer energy to collectors further down. An energy depositioner is another PE manipulator. It works like a generator where the fuel are the stone tablets charged with PE. One way to boost the efficiency of statues and other PE manipulators is through the use of ritual charms. They can boost various stats, tooltip, yada, yada, yada. So energy pedestal. This is what we're going to be putting our Necronomicon in order to charge. This will prevent those negative effects from happening to us. It'll happen around the energy pedestal, which is why we're going to be placing it far away from our base, or at least relatively far away. And there's also apparently a sacrificial altar, which can convert life force from dying mobs into PE. Energy relays are used to transfer PE, but can do so in any direction, but it can't transport it through solid blocks except glass. This I don't know about. From the research that I did, I was just doing The fellow was just doing a big old circle with the statues on him and the energy collector in the center. But I guess this would this would be looking like it's more for long distance transfers. But yeah, so that's how that sort of works. I think the rituals we will need. Yeah, so these will be a few rituals. We'll have to make this, and that'll just be some cobblestone placed like that, and then we can click it with a Necronomicon to get this set up. And that'll just give us the ability to perform rituals. We'll actually need reagents to do the rituals, and I wonder if this will actually tell us. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess it gives us a few basic ones. We can make a transmutation gem. We can make an oblivion crystal. We can make a ritual fertility, which we have from Totemic, but this is a different type, which may potentially kill all of the animals that it forces to breed. Probably not going to go for that one. Antimatter eradication exposes nearby entities to liquid antimatter. That's kind of spooky. And then a range ritual charm, which is what they were talking about to increase the... they're just the different types of charm. The range, duration, and power ritual charms that you can place to modify the energy usages. Overworld energy pedestal. I'm not sure about what this one does. I guess it just collects more PE, more potential energy. And this is the sacrificial altar that we can also do. Oh, evidently you can make it rain by just having a bunch of feathers drop off. Okay. I'll just assume that the rest of this is... Oh, here we go. Parrot summoning ritual. I do know that this is one of the ways that you can get a parrot instead of having to find a jungle, which we haven't found yet. So that we'll be able to convert that to a an eagle. Oh, it also seems like holding on to this Necronomicon for too long is actually starting to give us some negative effects here. Yeah, so negative effects include spawning enemies. Oh my god, there are quite a few enemies, actually. Okay. You can get off my house kindly. Maybe you can't. But yeah, so that's something else we'll start getting into. Let's store everything here. Perfect. And we will, I think, start trying to craft the trophies. The only one we can craft at Abyssal. The only one that I think we can craft is... Let's see. The Jazar one? Yeah. So we can craft this with gray dye powder, clay, and monolith stone. And then convert that into a proper Jazahar statue with some Shoggoth flesh. Monolith stone is made... it is what the Shoggoth caves are made out of. So that could be something that we might want to do. Just tear down one of those areas, but I don't know if they continue to spawn once those are torn down. We've not exactly had the best of luck dealing with them, and I definitely don't want to do the one that's sort of close by our homestead here. I think what I might do, hopefully it's been enough time since we put it in here. Yeah, we've got lots of charcoal. We'll smelt up a whole bunch, or we'll grind up a whole bunch of this charcoal, this low-grade charcoal. We'll turn it into little charcoal, which will give us the ability to smelt down the rest of this copper here. Once we do that, we can make ourselves a full bronze set of armor. We'll make our... no, I think we will actually make a full set of bronze armor. And we'll leave the wild dog boots so we don't injure them while we're fighting. We'll have to repair all of our tools and weapons just so we don't get anything stuck. How on earth do I repair you? It must just be with a bronze ingot. We do have a fair bit of Shoggoth flesh, actually. So maybe we won't quite need to kill them. We don't have any monolith stone, though, so that's actually what we're going to need to get. Yeah, we don't have any monolith stone whatsoever. So I think we'll just wait for this grindstone to come down. There we go. We've got our 8. Let's get you heating again. Perfect. And we just need 9. So once these 3 are done smelting, we'll cast it out into a block. We'll hammer that block into ingots. And we'll cast it in here. I believe it's a 3-to-1 ratio of tin to copper to make the ingots into bronze ingots. So we'll be able to make... Let's see, just double check that, actually. Yeah, 3-to-1 ingot there. So we'll be able to make 3 just based on the block. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. And that should get us a fair way into having bronze armor. Oops, that's right. We need you to cool first. Perfect. Toss you back in there for now. And that should be that process getting going. How is our production coming? It is coming along well, it looks like. I don't really know why I keep turning these into little charcoal. I think it's just the possibility of having them be more efficient. Yeah, it's not necessarily the case, but I think I just like the concept of them being not used up whenever, if they continue to burn. Okay. So we've got all of that done. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on bronze armor. Might as well check the traps, I suppose. Or the singular trap, rather. Looks like it's doing fairly well. We'll see if we can deposit it from out here. Yep, perfect. Those traps are really coming in handy. The fish so far, just the regular fish, the raw fish, are being converted into sandwiches. They make 2 per every 1 you put into a piece of bread. Can't use clownfish. Maybe you can use raw salmon. Let me just check the recipe for this. Shark, gator. Yeah, so this is just literally whatever meat. Apparently bat meat is considered useful. Wait, so I could use bat meat, but I can't use clownfish? Are you kidding me? Yeah, cooked fish and cooked salmon. So yeah, both of these 2 are acceptable for the sandwiches. But I'm more concerned about all of our other nutrition stats at this point. Sweet, it looks like we're all ground up here. Fantastic. So is this already done? Looks like it is. We got 12 bronze ingots. This is slowly smelting through. Oh, no. Do not put charcoal in there. Yeah, we are doing a little bit of waiting here. So what can we turn you into? Could make the Sacrificial Dagger. This will be what we use for the blood altar. We'll have to fill that up with our own blood. Though I think technically you can turn other animals into blood. I'm not sure if that's how that works. But I think that we might need to smack this down into bronze plates before we can actually use it to craft our armor. Yeah, it looks like the bronze plates are required to craft the armor. Oh, you know what? We can double check. Yes, it is used. Straight bronze ingots are used to fix up our items. So I'll do that now while we're waiting here. A little bit of waste, perhaps, but I'd rather it be that way than have them break on us in the middle of a fight. So we'll craft these into boots. Perfect. And I suppose... Oh, no, we need to... Whoa, what did I do? Oops, I put out the torch. Actually, forget it. I can just do that straight up there. I hope this doesn't make me any slower. I know there are a few other effects for the ores in the game, or for the metals in the game. But I don't think this is that slowing you is any of them. So far, at least as far as I can tell. So I'll pound these all out flat. Sweet, there we go. I wonder if this will break or if it will be considered broken. Because if it's the latter, then I'm going to put it in as like fuel. Because I already have another one. Helmets. And I'll actually leave these off until we have ourselves ready for battle, just so that they don't get broken in any way. We'll sleep the night away. Oh, and we'll need more tin. 1, 2, 3. Yes. We may need to go back out to do more copper mining, because we're using a considerable amount more copper than we are tin. But it should at least be a lot faster with our bronze pickaxe now. Perfect. We'll put you in here just to make sure. Great. Okay, so it did actually just turn into nothing, which is fine. We've still got the spare here, and the recipe for it is real cheap. Well, shoot, I feel like I should be doing something to entertain y'all. Could make a dunk pipe or a channel with a very convenient channel name. So the channel is just porcelain. Ooh, and that is used the millstone. Uses flint, clay, and white dye powder. I don't think we have white dye powder. Or we could use seared brick, which is grout, which is, I think, easier to get. Oops. So what is the recipe for grout? Sand, clay, and gravel. I think we've been using grout so far, so we might as well do that for the rest of them. So we've got gravel. We need 5 bricks, which is, I think, a 1-to-1 exchange. We need to find our sand. There it is. And 5. Just to double check. That actually makes 2. So we'll only need 3 of these. And last but not least, we need clay. Perfect. So put this in here so we can eat away at our, oops, not charcoal, sand, there we go. At our food bar. There's 2. Last of it. So this gets turned into that if I put it in the grill or the kiln. We'll put it in the grill because it goes faster there. I don't think I have any extra seared brick. I might, because it does come out in implements of 2, but I think I've so far used them all up. Let's see how our bronze making is coming. Yep, perfect. So we'll just have to hammer these flat. Like so. See, we've already got the helmet and boots, so we need 8 for the chest piece and 7 for the leggings, which comes out to 15. So we'll need 1 more batch of this stuff. And we won't use all of it, luckily, so we'll have a few spare. Perfect. This is still cooking well. Yep, we're almost out of copper up there. So we may not have to worry about it one way or the other. Let's make ourselves the chest plate first. And we'll just need 1 more bronze. No, 2 more bronze. What do you call them? Plates. To finish off our armor set there. Okay, that's the seared brick all finished with. So I think it was like that. There we go. We got the achievement done. Now we stick it in the chest and forget about it forever. And we'll grab last 3 tin we'll need for crafting our bronze here. We'll load up everything. Oops. I don't actually know if that has to be in a particular spot in order to work that way. But I put it on the right there just in case, because that is how the recipe instructs us to do it. All right, perfect. Once this cools, we slap it down, we break it into ingots, and then we make our last batch of copper for the armor. And I suppose we'll keep this on us to hammer that last bronze plate. Oh, shoot. Is this going to have enough charcoal pieces? Yes, it will. Okay, that'll be fine. I'll get our next batch of charcoal out, I think. Just give you 8. Because I kind of want to have it cycled going. I suppose I can run around looking for bits of coal while we find a distant. I'm going to try to go back to that Shoggoth. Oops, that Shoggoth cave that was somewhere over here, I think. Because I don't want it to be too close to home. That's my primary worry. So I think I'll leave it out there for in case they follow me out a distance. I'll sleep in the sleeping bag first, just to reset my spawn point. That way we don't have to do the full jog. Where's my other bronze plate? Hold on a minute. I definitely hammered 2 of them out. Pardon? That is strange. How very curious. Yeah, that is actually super strange. Oops, that's not how you make pants. There you go. Now we've got our full great defensive set of bronze clothing. And that's all smelted. This is burning through the last of it. And we've got extra bronze to store in our chests. So how's this coming along? Are you all smelted down yet? Most of the way there. I think what we'll do... Oh, is we'll make that wolf set so we don't actually have to take our horse out, because we are going to go way fast. Like, we are going to speed past our horse's speed, really. So we need can use some glue. We need a bundle of feathers, which is used with hemp fiber. We can make a hemp rope. No, I think we need to mill hemp into actual hemp fibers. Then we need 2 of those, along with the feathers. Ooh. We might not have enough feathers because we need 16. We need 2 full surroundings. Okay, we do actually have enough. We're good, but just barely. Let's see if we can find our hemp plants here. There we go. We need just 1. Thank goodness, because this is going to use lots of our stamina anyway. It's very nice on a new monitor. I'm glad that it works. I'm glad that you got it set to the high speed. How did it end up running though? So I have a feeling that you didn't get quite there. Yep, we got 2 bundles of feathers. All right, and then we need glue. Oh, and some leather boots. So do the leather boots now. There we go. And for glue, we need rotten flesh. I think it's 3 of them in the cauldron to make glue. Ooh, you gonna... Yep, we're still working out. It's actually pretty good on low settings. That's good. Yeah, I know that your card's a little older, but with your new one, you're gonna definitely love it. You'll be able to have that frame rate and high settings all at once. All right, very, very slowly is turning into glue. Oh, and we've got a skeleton alive. Perfect. Man, we have so many experience points that we don't use, really. I have no idea what they're used for right now. I mean, I guess enchanting, maybe there's an expanded enchanting thing up in the future, but we haven't, even dying, we haven't lost any of them. By the time we get there, we're going to probably be stacked up at 60. What are we waiting for here? Oh, the glue, right. How's it coming? We've got 1 and we've got 2 on the way. And boy, doesn't that look lovely. I wonder if we can actually use our cauldron to make anything. What are you used in? Congealed mushrooms, bones. We can make tallow, apparently. Kibble. Delicious. Some odd blocks, some potash, which is made into something. Yeah, let me just make potash. So a lot of this doesn't look useful. But hey, there we go. We got our glue. So I believe we stick this at the bottom, the bundles of feathers at the top, wild dog all around, and that. I guess it doesn't use our hemp fibers either. Interesting. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys what it's like. So, right, this is normal. This is a normal running speed. Yeah, just a normal one. Even on the pathing that we've got, we just get a little speed boost. Assuming this is correct, this is our new running speed. And we get a jump boost up exactly 4 blocks, I guess. And I do believe we no longer take damage from falls. So yeah, that's the wild dog boots, wild dog pelt boots specifically. That's why I wanted them so much. So now we'll be able to get way out into the middle of nowhere real quickly without having to deal with our horse getting stuck sort of in the water and everything. Neum, I do indeed neum. I am a fast boy now. Okay. So while we neum, we'll shove that in there right now. I'm going to go and neum over in search of coal. Okay, whoa, okay. I've got to turn down. Where's my bobbing levels? Please tell me that there is a bobbing levels visual changer here. Maybe it's a skin customization? No. Oh my goodness. Wow, that bobbing gave me some wild motion sickness right there. Chat settings, no. It's got to be somewhere. Oh, please tell me. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh my goodness. We, at least with the mod right now, we at least go up and down blocks automatically. So that's good, I think. Oh man. Oh, we go so fast. I can't actually tell if we're eating through our food faster than normal. Like, we definitely ate through it, but I think that was just at standard speeds. I don't think we're using it up any faster. Let's see if we've got more berry bushes. We can pick these up and take them home at least. There's that Shoggoth cave behind us. View bobbing in video settings? Did you see it somewhere here that I didn't? View bobbing. Oh. Okay, so it's not a slider. I just don't feel as fast now. And like it feels too crisp. Okay. I know I didn't like it too much, but I think I'll suffer with the speed. It just gives me, you know, it gives me that sense of cohesion in the world. Got some more berry bushes. I'm picking up all of these because they are going to be our primary source of fruit for a while. This is since we haven't found any apple trees yet. This is the best source of fruit that we have. Maybe I'll just hop my way over. I don't think I'll go quite as fast. And you know, we actually haven't adventured out this way, so I suppose we may as well do that. Oh, can we clear the river? I don't think we will be able to, but that would be nice, wouldn't it? It'll take... Oops, we missed the jump. Okay. One more try. Yeah, not quite. We can reach over half of it. We can't quite make the full river. Gonna suffer for the aesthetic. Exactly, you know? I like the feeling of being inside the world. And removing bobbing just takes that away just a little bit. Ooh, is this... Nope, those are just rocks still. We have not been over here at all yet, according to our map. Ooh, what are you? Azurite. Nothing of interest. Shoot, how do I turn on chunk borders? F9? Yeah, so it was over here-ish. Could just be too low for me to detect. I have no idea what azurite is. I think that might be more copper. Could have been in this chunk too, maybe. Oh, yep, definitely in this chunk. There we go. So yeah, let's see. That is more copper over here. So let's mine down a little bit. Hello, pig. Kind of don't need you right now. What? Is that more green schist? No, this is bluestone, apparently. Certainly takes a lot to mine. I'm at a diamond level mining pickaxe, and it is still taking a hot second here. Oh, you know what? I don't have any more torches. Shoot. Okay, let's turn this off. We'll mark our spot right here in the map. With the pickaxe, more copper. And take a quick run back, I think. Well, we'll mine this down first. Man, thank goodness that the other black rock is easier to mine, the one that we built our house out of. Because it would suck if I had to use this stuff if I wanted to use a black stone. I know you guys probably can't see anything. I'm pretty sure the stream comes out a little darker than it does in game. But I do swear I'm just going in circles here. Nothing here. Okay, so it's still below us at least. Okay, I think I will do this last block and then head up to the surface. We got pretty far down. We haven't seen it yet, so it must be a lot lower. We'll go run back. We'll plant these berry bushes. I just skipped over like a 2-gap hole in the ground because of the speed I'm moving at. Oh, don't fall into a ravine. Okay. Home is this way, yes? I think. Pretty sure home is this way. Oh, whoa. I still run super fast underwater. Sweet. Okay, I don't even need to jump rivers. I just need to walk along the bottom at super speeds. Oh, but this stuff still slows me down to a crawl. There it is. There's home. No coal ore found, but I did find another vein of copper. Oops. How are we doing on the sticks situation? We got 30. We've got the thatch that we will eventually turn into sticks once we get a saw. Let's plant these bushes. Okay, perfect. We'll go and do a quick harvest as well. And just kind of dump everything into chests. I guess because I don't have any green... Wait, green chest. No, this is actually green chest. Hold up a moment. You should go in there. Make room for this mud clump elsewhere. And we're getting our cobblestone stocks up. Hooray! I never thought I'd be so happy to say that. Wow, guys, we're getting cobblestone. Wow! Amazing. Okay. Put that there. Put this back up here. Dogecoin? I don't quite think there's a Dogecoin market in game yet. But how's it doing in real life? Tomorrow you'll see. That's the hope. Okay. All those are lit. Means we can take them to craft. Okay, that's a little... There we go. Maybe I need to set some planks. I really want that thatch to be my source of wood. Or my source of sticks, at least. Because I don't want the... I don't want to use all of my wood turning into... turning into sticks, into planks and then into sticks. I'd rather use it for just planks. Okay, 8 totemic torches should be enough to get us back to our other copper mine over there. Whoa. We'll keep that dowsing rod out for now, so we can pick up more bushes. And we'll put it back. Tell me the bush's secrets, dowsing rod. Tell me if they have copper in them, or coal. Hey, if they've got coal in them. Okay. Ooh, we got more of that. Where is our... Mine is still having us a little bit. This ways. Oh, we passed it. It's here. Yes, there it is. Okay, so we'll throw our first one there. We'll get there. We'll get to this copper eventually, I swear. Ah, there we go. We made it. Oh, come now. There we go. Uh-oh. There. Perfect. Right, we'll just go mining for a little bit of copper here. We'll get up to like half a stack, I think. And that's mostly because I want to clear out a little mining room. Okay, and we are good. Yeah, so we just keep on the search for some copper, or for some coal rather. There's a whole lot of empty space out here. We see any from the edge of this cavern? Doesn't look like it. Whoa, what is that? That is a wolf? Yes, it is. Bad. Oh my god. There's a fire over there. What the heck? Oh, no. Don't hit me on with my boots. Ah, my boots. Ah, I see the lava set it on fire. That's actually nice. The sheep ran away from the fire. That's not something they normally do. Must be something added with the mod pack. Do we see any patches of copper, though? It doesn't look like it. Ooh, there's a village, though. Take time to mark that on the map for sure. Alrighty, you guys. Stay inside. Whilst I mark your location here. What should we call this? Let's see, what do we call the other ones? Forest, lake, and island. We'll call this the Plains Village. Probably going to run out of these labels before too long. Doesn't look like any of them are particularly into any unique trade. Oh, there's actually another one of these, though. Yeah, another bundle of wood and twine and whatnot. But my question is, do you live by any coal? The answer to that question is no. Man, there are just tons of forest and plains biomes near us, and there's nothing else. I haven't found a single other biome. Oh, we got another bone pile. Should I mark this? Maybe. We didn't mark the other one, but it's also probably a good idea to have. Gravestone, maybe? Yeah. Bone pile. At the very least, all this running is going to get my saturation down. We'll eat up the vegetables that we got, and that'll bring the vegetable bar up. So that is at least one positive to come out of this trip, even if we don't end up finding any coal. Ooh, nope, it's just another copper vein. And I don't want to have to find exactly where it is. So I'll leave it unmarked for now. It's also a little far out of the way. We're getting lots and lots of bushes, though. We're almost at half a stack. Lots of chickens. Oh, ow. Dang it, they're hurting my boots. My boots. Whoa, what are these? Those just more flowers? Evidently so. Penny Royal. Well, shoot. I'm not seeing any coal, which is a real shame. I think I'm going to start heading back, and I'll just hop around to see if we have missed anything. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Almost fell down a hole. I guess we don't really need to worry about that anymore with our new boots. Oh, shoot. The sun's going down, and we are miles away. We're just going to take it quick like. Oh, is this coal? It is coal. Oh, fantastic. Which chunk are you in? You're in this one. Yep, that's for... Oh, found coal. All right, let's mark it. All right, we'll sleep the night away. I want to grab a bit of coal. This won't reset our spawn point. I do want to get this coal out of the ground. Located mine coal. Well, that's a boring advancement. Are you kidding? Is there an inside joke that I'm missing there? Most of the advancements are really fun. Man, how disappointing. Okay, where was that? There's the coal. I suppose we probably should have gone around. Oops, oops, oops. Not what I wanted. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? We'll actually be able to make real torches now. So we won't need to do the rigmarole of making plant fibers into whatever the upgraded version of plant fibers are, and then turning that into a torch, and then lighting the torch, and then turning those torches into the tall torches. That'll be so nice. But I do need to have these first so I can slap them down, just so I and y'all can see. Granite, nice, gross. Do we have sticks? Oops, we do not. Forget it. We'll go in the dark. Okay, it's still below us. You know what? We can actually get sticks from the tree branches. So let's just... Oh, and apples too. Lovely. Ah, a flower. No, stay away. All right. I'll just strip the bottom layer off of this tree and a bush. Oh, there's a wolf chasing after something over there. Okay. Huh? Hold on a moment. Oh, it does require plant twine. Let's actually convert this into tiny coal. That'll make it go a little further. Do we have plant twine anywhere here? Anywhere at all. Here's some... There we go. Oh, okay. Apparently we already had some sort of laying around, so we need 24. Oh, we've got more than enough. I just want to even out our coal stack here. Oh, we got some leaves from somewhere, evidently. Need a little bit more. And one more. Come on, just one more piece of grass. And I guess a few more sticks. 25, there we go. Okay, so if we put it like so, I think. Oh no, how do I make tiny torches? Ugh, terrible. What an abysmal fate. Okay, forget it. We've made progress. We've noted down where some coal is. Gotten lots of bushes and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a wolf here. Several wolves here, actually. The whole pack. Oh, ow. No, don't hit me with my boots on. Leave me and my boots alone. Not super concerned about my health, because I can take them. I just don't want them to injure my boots. We spent entirely too long getting those. I'll eat this just to get it out of my inventory, so we can make space for that. Okay, let's make our way home. Ooh, another piece of coal. Where are the block borders on here? Oh, right here. Okay, we'll mark that as well. Oh, and this is actually not that far off. We went a little more distant than we needed to. Yep, perfect. Oh. Well. Suppose we'll take what we can get. We'll need that press to turn these into normal pieces again, so we can make the torches, which for some reason cannot be made into tiny torches with... Yeah. See, there are tiny torches. Oh, we can make them. Okay. Why the heck weren't we doing that? No, we can't. Why can't we make them? Please explain. Stick. And 2 unfamiliar items. Okay. Well, it's not great. Maybe it's like a coal flake. Oops, we can turn these off. There we go. Well, that seems dumb. I feel like if you know how to make a torch, surely you can make a tiny torch. You just chop it up a little bit. Okay. Whoa. Okay. The running underwater is kind of weird. I think it like accumulates speed. So you like start off going fairly slow. I want to test this out properly. Hopefully a shark won't eat me while I'm doing this. Because you kind of accumulate speed and then you just shoot off. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. That's fantastic. That's so funny. All right, we made it back. We're all good, everybody. Get in your chests. Put these together. How do I rearrange this? Like, forget it. Okay, I'm overthinking this. There, perfect. We can stick these back into here and get pressed back into the coal that they originally were. I hope there's no loss. I think the conversion rate is static. And I guess we will take the actual plant twine here. I don't have any granite, really? Huh, surprising. I mean, I don't exactly go out of my way to pick it up, so it does make some sort of sense. But I thought I'd just have a bit by accident, at the very least. Look at that. Making lots of killings off of the, off of our strainer over there. I'll go take these off while I'm at home, so I don't jolt my brain into being excessively confused as to what's going on at all times. I need my scythe. I need to clean this area up. Oops. Scythe is in this chest. There's actually a leaf scythe that I could pick up instead. That I could use for trees and what such. But at the moment, I don't really have a huge need of that. Since the trees kind of quickly decay by themselves. I swear this got a bigger area. Am I getting better at using it? Probably. Alrighty. Area cleaned. A little bit of extra. Oh, okay. Make sure none of the twine goes anywhere, or the flowers go anywhere rather. Got lots of that. You know what? What the heck? Let's take a bunch of this and turn it into twine. Aren't going to use it for anything else, surely. Perfect. Okay, we're all clear there. All right, and let's go plant down all of our stuff down here. Kind of lopsided because of the random spread of it, but should I be planting these more orderly? Maybe. I think walking through the bushes, since we don't take damage from them or anything, should be fine. Oh, and we forgot to place down our flowers. You know what? We'll wake up in the morning and place down our flowers. Yep, we got the Dute skeletons out in force. Let's go get these fellas placed all down here. First I've got to find a place to place them. Here we go. We have a lovely flower garden, at least, since we've been just replacing all of the ones we've been picking. So that's nice, at least. Huh? Uh-oh. I have lost space from something. What did I put in here that shouldn't be in here? String, maybe? Sure. Well, the olives in here. Put the brush scythe back. Orderly. Everything is nice and orderly. Okay. Oh, well, shoot. This stream is actually running a little bit long, so I'm going to end it here. We never actually got to blood magic, like I said we would in the title. Though I guess there was a whole lot of blood. We did die quite a bit in the hunting dimension. So maybe that title's still accurate. Next time, I swear, next stream, we will definitely get to doing all the stuff with the blood magic and the abyssal craft rituals and all that sort of stuff. We have gotten all of the prerequisite steps down. I think the only thing we need left to build an altar we actually don't need anything. We just need to make a furnace and have some stone. So we'll get started on that next time. For realsies this time. I know we've said that for the past 3 or 4 streams. But that will be that. That'll be on Wednesday. I'm trying out a new streaming schedule, so I'll be doing it every day of the week. I will be doing Sunless Sea tomorrow, not Sevtech Ages. So if you have any inclination on catching that, feel free to hop in there. Otherwise, I will be back on Wednesday, and hopefully I will see you guys here. And hopefully, we will get all of that Necronomicon stuff sorted out. All right, thank you so much for joining in. Cheers, everybody.